Hi, everybody. Dr. Jake here. Today, we're going to talk about shoulder misplacement. So, the shoulder is a very has a large range of motion. Has actually the most range of motion in any joint in the body. So, it does get people in trouble. And it's a ball and socket joint, which means that that humerus head goes right into the cup. And so it can be misplaced. And if you guys checked your posture, a lot of you would find your shoulders coming forward. This is usually due to whether it's desk work, repetitive forward movements, as in what you do in your job, or just slouching in general, and that eventually becomes comfortable, and that's your habit. So, how do we get rid of that? So, there is usually one muscle that is responsible for keeping you in that position, and it's called the serratus anterior. It's actually underneath the shoulder blade, along the ribs, and it's if it contracts, it keeps that shoulder blade on the rib so it doesn't wing out. So once you have winging, the shoulder complex starts coming forward, and you get stuck in that mode, and it turns a lot of those muscles around the shoulder blade in the mid back off. And so, how do you turn that back on? Well, if you were a patient or a client of mine, you've done this exercise and has asked me to do a video on this. And so, I'm going to share it to the masses. This is one of the most uh, complex, but also very easy exercise to do. The problem is, it's very tough to replicate. So, what we're going to do is we're turning on the serratus anterior, which can be what I call a stupid muscle. It's not weak, it just doesn't know how to turn on. So I do have my assistant here, Mackenzie. She volunteered for this, and I'm going to show you step by step how to do this exercise. So, Mackenzie, you have a golf ball in your hand. This could be a tennis ball. Um, it could be anything that is easy to hold. And what I wanted to do is hold it almost like an ice cream cone, just very gently. And the reason I want her to do that is I want her to have fear of it kind of falling off. What that does is it keeps the brain engaged. The brain needs to be involved in order to change a pattern or turn a muscle on. This is a neuromuscular re-education exercise. And what I'm going to have her do is I'm going to have her lift her shoulder blade off the table so it is not touching. And I don't want her to reach. I want her to bring the shoulder back into normal position with the shoulder blade off, and I'm going to have her bring the arm down slowly. And I have my hand underneath, feeling right at the bottom of that shoulder blade. And what I'm feeling is I'm feeling that muscle start twitching. What that means is it's starting to turn on. It's getting impulses and saying, holy crap, I got to do this movement. And this could become very fatiguing. Some people might get a little burning a sensation just because this muscle probably hasn't been turned on in a long time. If it starts engaging, then it allows that shoulder blade to stay on the ribs, brings the shoulders back to a normal position, which is a strong foundation. And now, when you actually do your movements, picking something up, you have all these muscles cooperating together instead of just a few. And that's where a lot of people get themselves in trouble, having shoulder injuries, impingements, and such. And I'm having her just go very slowly in all different directions. And to be honest with you, if she was doing this at home, I would have her go slower than this because I want that brain to say, turn that muscle on because I can't keep this up. And coming back. And did you feel that?
Yeah.
It's difficult, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
So, yeah, this is one of my favorite exercises. And like I said, if you're a patient or client, you have been responsible for helping me put this exercise together. Try this at home. Give me feedback. Tell me what you think. Guys, I love you. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you soon.